back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry on the way back home.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. They go play action. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Logan Wilson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. Mayfield to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Back to Mixon on second down.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Open man is Chase, complete.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Zach Taylor, a new breed of head coach. He's going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run with Mixon. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
49's the mic. Watch 49. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Switch. Check.
Mayfield off the play fake. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action.
Safe. Alert.
First down, Mayfield. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
You better talk to your boy.
Sam Hubbard showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
I'm here all day.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
25. Check 25. Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Kill. Alert 3.
Check. King. Real.
Hey,
Hey,
check.
alert.
Hey, watch it.
On third down, Mayfield. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Crash.
Kill.
Run.
Rush in.
Mayfield looks to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this one's incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Come on. Mike Ford. Let's go, D.
Now it's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the left hash, this from 46. And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So not the greatest of first halves for him, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. From way up at the 23. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Browns drive about to get started.
1 second, all that remains.
Mike 5'9",
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Bengals drive about to get going. Mixon will get it to start the second half. Strong running at the 30. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Here we go. Here we go.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2, ready?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun to give to Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
53 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now Burrow.
Able to find Higgins.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Four yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10.
A draw play for Mixon. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Rodgers on the return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Rodgers now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Strip that ball. Deuce, deuce, deuce.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Come on, let's get it.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Now Jones. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick.
And the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. Looking for a crease. Can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Jones. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment. And Rodgers is going to go down. In the end zone, it's a safety. Well, ho-hum here. Just your garden variety 2-0 game in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, dime a dozen, aren't they? Let's see. Can you get 2 base runners on and hit a 3-run homer and win it?
Should be interesting to see how this one finishes. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Running on 1st down is Fournette, but he can only manage a yard or so before he's brought down. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Play action, now it's Brady. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Brady. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Wait, that old 50. Watch the twitch. Watch the check and reload.
Brady now on first down. This is caught by Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 37 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a two-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go.